Welcome to 4th and 1. Well, I always got it done. Go West, brother. Go West, sister. That I always got it done. I say now, welcome.
Come on in.
All right.
Come on in.
Okay, sit tight.
When you're 10,
all
let
right. I say now, welcome to 4th and 1. Well, I always got it done. Bringing facts by the time before the. I say now, welcome to 4th and 1. Well, I always got it done. Bringing facts by the before the. I say now, I welcome to 4th and 1. Well, I always got it done. Bringing facts by the time before the rising of the sun. Well, this ain't me in the shotgun.
Oh, in a New York state of mind. Hey, ain't got time. What's up? Hey.
This is me. Ooh.
Ooh.
This is me. Hey,
Ooh.
this is me.
Ooh. Ooh.
This is me. I say this me in front of TV. Looking around my room, I say Big VJ in front of TV.
Hey.
Who else is over there? I say Big Jimbo in front of TV.
Hey.
Look left, look right, I say see Peggy in front of TV.
It's me.
Can't forget about Big Boogie. I say me in front of TV.
Hey.
It's we in front of TV.
Okay.
Oh, we in front of TV having a whole lot of fun.
Hey.
Here we go. First down. Viral moment of the week. What do we have here, Peggy?
We got the Detroit Lions lockdown corner Terrion Arnold name listed in a court case. But why?
So this Terrion Arnold story, there's smoke. And while he hasn't been charged yet, there are some questions that arise. Now, if you're not familiar with this, let me just read you Lions corner Terrion Arnold named in connection to an alleged armed robbery and kidnapping incident earlier this month in Tampa, Florida. He's listed in a court order. See, this is where it gets interesting. The judge is listing Terrion Arnold. So for the people who say, well, he's not charged yet. Okay, just understand him getting listed and then a quote in the court order. It scares me because I wonder if there's something coming. So he's listed in the...
Let me make this abundantly clear. Friends, associates, plus ones, close members of the family and members of the family. This is how you prove your value. You protect the bag. The bag is the person that is impacting all of our lives. There should never, ever be a mentioning and uttermost thought that the bag is in jeopardy. There should never be a sighting. Hey, I seen never. See, there's the thing, Peggy.
Talk to him, bub.
I've been around a couple of years now.
Oh,
and they can never say Cam did something stupid. Now, I will admit, because I am a person of accountability, Cam may have said something stupid.
hello now, I'm about to say.
But Cam ain't never did nothing.
And I can bet my bottom dollar on that one. Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? I understand who I am, and you know I don't give a damn. 3-letter word, that's what they call me in this Cam. You dig? Been this way since I was reading Green Eggs and Ham. Let me stop right there while I'm ahead.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you, Peggy, the supporting cast has to understand if there's any issues, that's where we bring our back. That's where we step up. That's how we get ours. That's how I can prove my restitution or pay back my restitution to you. Why in the world is Terrion Arnold being mentioned in a court case when he has partners, friends, homeboys, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunties, mamas, daddies, teammates, peers, close cousins, all that, hey man, you understand what's happening here. Hold on. What you about to do?
No.
No. We got this. Because one thing
Go
about
to practice.
One thing about it, Peggy, that ain't to say I ain't never been tried. That ain't ever to say like, ain't nobody ever did me wrong. That ain't to ever say that I ain't never want to go get some straightener for myself. But guess what? I had a close-knit group that said, no, not you.
Yeah.
Hey, you stay right here. We'll take care of this.
Yeah.
And it got done.
Yeah. And that's the thing, bro. And he came out and said that his representation said he had nothing to do. He had no connection with it. But his alleged rental property was robbed twice, and they stole, losing $100,000 in cash, jewelry, a phone, and other items that were stolen from his property. And so they said they were set up. And so, when they got back, his people said they lured the people the suspected robbers, they lured them in, and then they did their own prosecution with
Which is cool.
With a little pistol whip.
Hey, sometimes you got to go full-blown Rambo. Huh?
But that's what I'm saying. But
sometimes you gotta go Esco. Grizzly. No. But sometimes, hey, brother, you may have to get pushed to the edge.
Yeah.
That's not the point of the story. The point of the story is, why is he in jeopardy?
Yeah, because they said
if it was a rental property,
yeah,
cool. Hey, bro, we ain't staying here no more.
Yeah,
I'm making the executive leader, even though you paying for it. Hey, bro, we can't stay here no more.
Yeah, this ain't it. This is gonna pay.
And let me also mention this, Peggy.
What's up?
Because I know Terrion Arnold and his family well.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad kid.
No, good kid.
Always high energy, from Tallahassee, Florida, committed to the University of Alabama, made impact there, and now is a first-round draft pick to the Detroit Lions. Living a dream.
Make an impact.
But what I will tell him and others as we approach the draft, be very mindful of the people who see a mindful. See that?
Break the mindful now.
See that flew over your head.
I seen an eyeful.
Come on now.
Come on, talk to me.
Be mindful of who's around you that sees a mindful.
Yeah.
Double entendre.
Yeah, come on now. You in your bag, huh? You in your boogie bag.
Because I'm trying to tell you, bro, it could be the partner who came with the other partner that may send that text to his partner to say, hey, bro, we about to go out. This the address, drop the pin. It could be the girl that knows another person that sends the drop, or it may be innocence to say, hey, watch Instagram's location. Hey, watch TikTok's location. Hey, all these different things, bro. You are a public target. Whether you are an entertainer, athlete, or anybody in the public, even if you are a regular Joe, understand, brothers and sisters. Folks aren't always out for your best interest. They're looking at you as a way of coming. Man, that boy got a lamb, bro.
But that's the question, though, Cam. Like, with you all being athletes, celebrities, like, how is it? How do you stay dominant in a way? Like, bro, I'm not no sucker. Like, I'm just, because most people look at athletes, celebrities as like a walking lick. They see you walking down the street, it's like, I know he got some money on. Look at the jury. Look at what he popping out. And how do you stay dominant that it's like, bro, I ain't gonna just let nobody just try me, but also I'm not gonna end up in no trouble.
Man, it's sad to say, but the truth is you always have to walk around aware of your surroundings. Huh? It's like the rules of the ring.
Yeah. Always keep your guard up.
Always keep your guard up. No matter who it is. It could be with your homeboy. It could be with your lady. It could be with your boyfriend. It could be with your best friend. Some people sometimes feel entitled to your blessing that they didn't even work for.
Yeah.
I done had homeboys and close family members see me sacrifice and put my body in uttermost just discomfort.
Yeah.
You could have walked on that treadmill. You could have ran on that course with me. You could have got up and did the same thing. You got the same 24.
Going through the injuries.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you wasn't there. I don't look at you any different. But when it's time for me to need a source, hey, bro, it may not even be physical. Hey, bro, I ain't trying to pay the $6,000 ticket, man. I just need help moving my stuff out my house, bro. Oh man, bro, I ain't. But I guarantee if we was going to the club, Hey, bro, I got a good little vibe that's about to pull up. Hey, bro, you trying to come to the game that week? Like, when it's convenient for you. That's how you identify the loyalty, brothers and sisters. Please stay woke. And I hope that Terrion learns from this because it may be a misunderstanding. But always keep your guard up. Next clip, bitch. Let me ask you something. How many notifications do you really ignore each and every day? A lot, right? But if that alert is from your security camera, so you definitely can't ignore that.
Especially if you're at work, at the movies, or even on a flight. By the time you check it, it's too late.
And that is the reason why I rock with Simplisafe. It's a fully customizable home security system with 24/7 monitoring agents ready to react when you can. Man, listen, I use this, and you should too.
And their Active Guard outdoor protection, it helps stop break-ins before they even happen. And that's different right there.
No long-term contracts, anti-theft guarantee, over 4 million people protected, 20 years in the game.
And they were just named the best home security system in 2026 by U.S. News and World Report. Plus, best customer service and home security.
Right now, get 50% off your new system at simplisafe.com/fourth. That's simplisafe.com/fourth. FOURTH. Peggy, say it with me. There's no safe like Simplisafe. Oh! Before we get to our next clip, Peggy. Thing that I need to know, Peggy. Oh! Is are you keeping your guard up? Peggy!
Always, my brother. What's good, bud? Yeah! Come on now! Woo! What's up?
We're going.
Ain't nothing but to it. Ain't nothing in it but the rent. You feel me? What's going on, man? Here, live for another full show. Weekend.
How was your weekend, Peggy?
It was good, bro. You know what I mean? Like everything was good, bro. Man, what I get into? And I ain't get into nothing, man. Oh, I was going to support my friend. My travel got canceled, flight got canceled. But man, one thing that hit back, bro, I was able to sit back and kind of realize, like, you know, show up for your people. So man, big shout outs to my dog Austin, his wife for opening their firm. So yeah, real estate. So they opened their firm in real estate. So I was gonna support them. Couldn't make that, but super proud of them. And then, man, just being thankful.
You
for
talking about Groundhog, Austin?
Yeah. Austin Duke. Yeah.
What?
The Dukes of Charlotte. Yeah, man. So they're real estate company. So well, realtors. Yeah. Yep. Brokerage. So man, yeah, man, that was a big thing. And then bro, just being thankful, bro. You know, count down the days. You know what I'm saying? Till my wedding day, bro. Just, you know, you got a lot to be thankful for, you know. So, and God is good though, brother. You know, God is good.
No, I don't mean to dabble into y'all business because it ain't nobody business. Are y'all withholding anything? Y'all like doing anything kind of like different? Or what are y'all doing in preparation for that? Because it's a lot of people, you know, that want to get insight because she won your heart over, Peggy.
Yeah. What you mean like different, like preparing for marriage?
Yeah, like, you know, I heard, won't be me if I don't keep it. Some people don't hunch 60 days.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, we pausing on that.
So
clarity.
y'all ain't hunching.
Nah, no hunt.
Y'all ain't doing no hoochie coochie.
No hoochie coochie.
Down a
man.
chatter hoochie.
Man, so I'm doing that, man. Some stuff is personal. I mean, you know what I'm saying, like religious. So, you know what I'm saying, stuff that I'm on. And then, bro, just getting alignment, bro. Like I would say 2, like before you get married, and you know, I know what I know. It's like align with like your finances, so get like guidance in that. Mm-hmm. Definitely like with speaking to people that's been in your place, but like if you're not a therapist or anybody like that, like get some guidance and some, you know.
Oh, yeah, I got a
some
counselor.
game. Yeah,
Marriage
get some,
counselor?
yeah, get some counseling.
Okay.
That's what my mind went gone. But counseling, and then really like talk about y'all expectations and y'all goals of what y'all want to do. Because a lot of people are like, all right, so what you want to do now? Because we're married. It's like, nah, you need to know
Have
what you got going on.
up some type of non-negotiables in your relationship?
Yeah, for sure. Like,
Has she did as well?
yeah. You got to have some non-negotiables of what you don't like. And the non-negotiable, number one, is quitting. Like, don't quit on me. I won't quit on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Only way out is through death. You know what I'm saying? This is like jumping in the game. Blood in, blood out.
Death do us.
Hard. Yeah. So it's like, you got to really know that. You know what I mean? And it's one thing to say it, but to live it, you know? And so, you know, like, as we always say, time will tell, but you definitely got to be locked in on that. So that's your non-negotiable. Anything else that people like, oh, you cheating, you lost your job, or this and that, it's like, the only non-negotiable is quitting when it comes to marriage. You know what I mean? And so that's how I
Let the church say amen.
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 So man, yeah, bro, life come at you fast, brother. But you thankful for it all, man. I was just thankful, man, just thinking back on like where we done came from and to where we are now, bro. Just whether it's from the show to man, just your life in general. So last year at this time we wasn't sitting here, you know? But we're here now, you feel me?
We was sitting here.
I'm saying like in different places and spaces in our lives, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So man, weekend was good.
Have you talked to, I mean, there's some people, you talked to Jimbo married, VJ married.
Yeah, I hit the Jimbo.
Boogie ain't married, so I can't talk to you.
No, you can still give me some game, brother.
I've been trying to give it to you, baby.
You might not be married in a relationship.
You've been
your father.
You've been detoxing my counsel.
No, but your counsel been hot, brother. You've been worldwide. You've been a worldwide counselor, so they say.
Everybody want to hear what I got to say.
That's what they do, huh? Oh, I ain't know. But been living under a rock, boy. Well, between a rock and a hard place.
That's good.
But how was your weekend?
Oh, Peggy! Main event. What should I start? Man, we had a tournament at 7-on-7 this weekend.
How'd you do? Because we was talking about it before you went.
How did we do? You must have been living under a rock or got clocked. So, yeah, man, won the tournament, got the money on. That's one of the only tournaments that we probably go to that offer money, not just
they give you cash prize.
Oh, yeah, we got cash. Good cash. I'm trying to wait to see if it cleared.
Oh, yeah, they got to
because if it didn't clear, we going to have to see about something.
Yeah, we got to get some straight in there.
You know. Man, I'm going to tell you another thing that we did that was pretty daggone cool.
What?
Man, I had a block party this weekend, Peggy.
You mean bring me to the block party, bro?
Peggy, you was gone, Peggy.
Man! See, you see how people do you, bro. Man, I knew you ain't going to be around. You ain't never asked, ain't asked to tell me.
Peggy,
How was the block party?
Man, listen. Man, you can live life so fast and just sit back and realize, like, bro, it's the small things, bro. Man, I had a good guy pull up on me from Columbia, South Carolina, bro. And I reached out to him because I got a restaurant that's about to open and I wanted like to do a big grand opening. I just trying to find a way to kind of align with what he does and things like that. And he was like, man, bro, I'll just pull up on y'all, bro. Depending on what you want, man, I'll make it easy for you. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, bro, if you just want chicken, bro, man, I rock with you, bro. I pull up on you, cook the kids chicken, and I don't want nothing but a picture. I said, man, God, bro, you so good to me. And I ain't talking about, bro, I had 60 plus people pull up, bro. You know how much chicken you got to cook.
A lot of chicken plates, bro.
You dig what I'm saying?
More than a few
cutlets. And it wasn't rushed. Man, everybody enjoyed the food, bro. You know, we served the parents. We got to just see the families, bro. So C1N for us is a way of giving back and just having a whole family dynamic. That was Saturday. Sunday, we won a tournament, man. And it was just cool, man, just to be able to give back time, energy, and just presence to these kids and families, you feel me?
That's what's up, though.
Yeah, man. It was just the small things, bro. Like, we were just out there just throwing a football, playing slow-mo, those who know. you know, football, knows the games that you could play, you know, and having a great time, bro.
Bro, as a giver, what does it feel like when people appreciate what you give?
This is the thing, and I heard the OG tell me this. If a giver gives to another giver, then you're pleased with that.
Mm.
You know, there's a level of appreciation.
It's harmonious, yeah.
But if a giver keeps giving to a taker, then that person will feel abused.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was giving my time to the parent, man, so many parents came up to me, just appreciate. And these are the testimonies that nobody really knows or cares to hear.
Yeah.
It's like what we've been able to do for going on 15, 16 years now is really impacting families.
Yeah.
To say, not to give back money or time, is to say, when you get in my position, this is what's expected of you.
Yeah.
Impact the life in a positive way. So that's what I did, man. Had my own family there, bro. Kids running around, building relationship with the players too, man. So that's always dope. So other than that, man, my weekend was nothing less than amazing, man. I'm just walking in gratitude each and every day. And with that being said, man, it is March, early in March. This is Women Appreciation Month.
Yes, for sure.
We want to make sure that all our queens are appreciated. You dig what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that's something that I want to work better towards in 2026, because I know my reputation has to be, you know, got a couple of blemishes.
It's all good, brother. The queens know they'll forgive and
love
on you.
I love me some y'all.
No,
not you.
No.
I'm talking about
I'm talking to the queen.
Sometimes you got queen tactics.
Nah, I got some queen.
Here we go next.
I got your queen, all right. All right, so tax cuts in college. The Mississippi House has passed a no tax on NIL money bill, helping Ole Miss and Mississippi State in their NIL relations. The Rebels and the Bulldogs will join Texas, Florida, Tennessee, and Arkansas as tax-exempt NIL spots among SEC schools.
What was those states?
The states: Texas, Florida, Tennessee, Arkansas. Okay?
Game changer.
So Cam, how much do no taxes weigh on making a decision when you choosing a school?
That's all money in, bro. Yeah. You get the majority of the money. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna get, you know,
you get federal
a little bit. Mm-hmm. But my boy, when you see a $2 million check, what you supposed to be getting snipped at, it ain't gonna always be snipped at. Because now they say you gotta cut it 50-50, so $2 million really is one. But with no taxes, my biggest question is this, and I mentioned this in our prep call. Does this apply to high school students too? Because in most states, they're now making it able for high school students to start to take on NIL money.
Yeah.
I know Georgia is one of those states. So if you sit up here and say that Georgia is
look like,
what will that look like?
I'm in school as a parent. My child in school, and I'm dictating where he going to school or she going to school based off of tax exemption.
Now you're talking, or gifts and benefits. So if you get a car, you ain't got to pay taxes on that car. It's just your car. Stay with me.
But let me ask you this, though. When did it get like this? And are people taking it too serious?
Peggy, for the people who don't understand football in the South, that will be a question that they would ask. Is it getting too serious? But since the beginning of time, football in the South has been something that is relatable to almost a religion. People don't play about that.
Why so serious?
Texas, Florida,
Arkansas, Tennessee,
Mississippi, Tennessee. See, they don't get it. Because you understand, that's a luring tactic for a person in recruiting to say. See, when you go to the NFL, they tell you to stay away from the states like California, New York cities for tax purposes. You go to Texas. Yeah, I believe it's Tennessee, or you got Florida.
Florida.
No state taxes.
But man, but my question is this, man. For the average working class, we're looking at in Mississippi, I'm just gonna say them, and they have no tax on NIL.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what do you say to like the average working class people that's like, well, I gotta play college football not to get taxed on my money?
Listen, brothers and sisters.
That's what I'm saying. Is it really that serious?
It is serious.
But it's like, what then that's gonna, do you see this causing frustration and a rift?
Okay, so I'll say it like this. Just how people take their doctorate and their PhDs and their higher learning, people do that with sports.
Yeah.
And just because you go to school to be a doctor, that doesn't mean that you're going to get your doctorate. You feel what I'm saying? So for an athlete, you're trying to work to be peak, the top, the tip of the spear.
Mm-hmm. So it's a serious thing that
It's
you're focused on.
definitely serious. So when you're at these youth football camps or basketball things or baseball tournaments, like, bro, it gets real serious because the parents know the major implications that arise with how good your kid can be and how easy it will be on the family. A la the bag.
They making that bag too in college, bro. I see it being an issue coming up, and then I see these states starting to separate themselves from other colleges. You know what I mean? So
These are southern states.
yeah.
Say, give me the states again.
You got Texas,
South,
Florida,
South,
Tennessee,
South,
Arkansas,
South,
Mississippi.
South.
So
Understand, like, these are SEC teams. They're trying to get an edge, Pick.
they're gonna get one.
You got Texas and Texas A&M. You got Ole Miss and you have Mississippi State. You have Florida, Florida State, USF, UCF, FAU,
yeah.
all the above.
FAMU.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
You did not just say FAMU.
You said Florida.
But I want to know if an athlete on FAMU's roster that is getting some type of NIL benefits. But my question is, how can we get more? How can they get more? Because
I think that's
when you look at the NFL, that conglomerate, everybody's working together. All owners are pulling from a pool. Hello?
I understand that. We're all working together for the greater good.
For the greater good. Here we go, next clip.
Kodak Black talking to the kids, but I don't know if he's saying the right thing.
And say no to drugs, they too good. Y'all gonna like it, you go crazy. This right here, this shit teach y'all discipline and all that good shit. You feel me? Like, you gotta go to school to play football. You gotta have your education, oh man, this is what you learn.
Let's pause right there, Piggy. I think my boy he holding the bill and he's smoking a black and mild. Now, I know what somebody may say. Who in the hell is Kodak Black and why is this particular individual talking to these kids? But guess what, Peggy? Some may think that this is abnormal. But when I saw this is everything as normal
okay.
as it can be.
That's a regular parent that comes around the neighborhood.
Whether it was a rapper or a street dude, we knew how our equipment was getting paid.
Thanks.
We knew how these fundraisers went.
I'm doing this, but you don't do this.
You dig what I'm saying?
Do what I say, not what I do.
Now, the messenger was a little skewed.
It was now.
But we thank the good brothers and sisters that did a lot of things unsolicited.
He did not run that through the DARE program.
You dig what I'm saying? So, to some people, they may say, man, nah, right message, wrong messenger. Yeah. But hey, more times than not, especially in youth football in the South, it's a normal day. Especially a good black team.
Yeah.
Let's not be afraid to use the real.
Yeah,
I could even go to the Jersey. I could go to Louisiana. Football is a real thing where a lot of people who have pharmaceutical desires, whether to get paid or to use, they entertained by it.
Yeah.
So I just want people to be educated to that. This ain't crazy to get this type of mentorship
no, it ain't.
from a person with a battered past.
Yeah.
I tip my hat out to old Kodak for taking the time out of his busy schedule to remind the people. Sometimes you can be too real. He said, man, don't do drugs because, he said, after because. Just hold it.
You should have said, just don't do drugs.
Yeah. Don't do drugs.
That too, because they too good and you're acting crazy.
Because they too good, because now you got little
that ain't like, I'm trying to see what that him for.
Good?
Yeah.
And what drugs you talking about?
I mean, and go crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my last point
his heart was in the right place.
His
You're one of the ones that your heart was in the right place.
Hey, man.
Your words wouldn't.
Let him use you.
Yeah.
Huh? But this is the last one I want people to take. Growing up in certain areas in America, playing football, playing basketball is your only way out.
Yeah.
When I grew up on the south side of Atlanta, College Park to be exact, I didn't see no doctors. I didn't see no lawyers. The people who I seen in Bentleys and Mercedes and cars that I liked, dressed how I like, they was dope boys.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought they was cool. I didn't know that they sold drugs. The people who poured into our program was people that had a very distinguished smell.
Had a little scent.
I thought it was Palo Santo.
It wasn't no baccarat.
I thought it was sage. But man, was it potent. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
So at the end of the day, Peggy, I want to bring awareness to people to say, hey, if you got a problem with Kodak, talking to these kids, why you ain't talking to the kids?
Why you ain't out there?
Why you ain't pour back to the kids? Why you ain't take time out of your busy schedule to say, hey, man, you could be just like me. You can use football. Hey, football is just an avenue to get to where you, see, if you're taking offense to it and people are trying to berate him with all negative things, I support this. Because when you see people that you admire, no matter what they do, you can say, man, I want to be like that. Man, he pulled up in the doggone AMG, bro. My folks don't got that.
Mm-hmm.
I want that. So I'm going to work my tail off to get that.
He told me to do this.
And
what I'm doing, this the way you're going to get that.
Come on now, brother.
Give him some insight.
See, you got to look at the big picture.
Know.
Here we go. Second down, questionable call of the week. Peggy, what do we have here?
We have the worst free agent contracts in NFL history. And at the top of the list, we got Kirk Cousins with the Atlanta Falcons. Man, he has a 4-year, $180 million contract. Coming in second is Albert Haynesworth. He signed with the Washington Commanders. Now Commanders. 7 years, $100 million contract. Number 3, Nick Foles, 4-year, $88 million contract. Number 3, Nick Foles. Number 4, Nnamdi Asomugha, 5 years, $60 million.
I said, I remember Nnamdi.
Yeah. Brock Osweiler, 4 years, $72 million with the Texans. J.C. Jackson, 5-year, $82.5 million.
Play with me.
Le'Veon Bell, 4 years, $52.5 million.
Okay.
And then Kenny Galladay, 4 years, $72 million contract.
So I say it at this list right here because being a former player, I love nothing more than a player getting his money.
Yeah, get the bag, bro.
Getting his scratch. Getting his coin.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you get the coin, you gotta perform.
You gotta be coin worthy.
Sometimes some of these folks done forgot to perform and said, you know what? I'm straight. I'm good.
I'm straight.
But dang, why is the Atlanta Falcons at number 1? Because, Peggy, I know you got a clip for me. The thing that I remember during this time, it was a lot of head scratching going on. And some would say, oh, Cam, you just mad because that ain't you. Of course I'm mad. Well, $180 million. Who don't want that?
For 4 years?
You feel what I'm saying? And they ain't even have to spend half of that.
Bruh.
I said it. Man, you could have got a refurbished Cam Newton, a refurbished Michael Vick, a refurbished Julio Jones for half that price.
You could have got a Peggy on the sideline.
Yeah, we don't need no more water squirters.
Man, I got some squirt for you, sir.
Huh? We can do without them squirters.
You're playing.
You feel me? Why these folks at number 1, Peggy? Make it make sense.
Man, that's the reason why they're at number 1.
And I keep saying it, and I'm never going to stop saying it. The Michael Penix decision has to be the dumbest, worst decision in NFL history based off of what you had on your roster with a guy that is robbing teams left and right in Kirk Cousins. And then you put him in a mindset where he's got to decide he's got to fight off a rookie. Not only a rookie that hadn't finished but one season out of the last 5 based off of the injury history.
And so
Who made that decision?
the general manager.
That is the most insane thing. And I can't get away from it. My wife and I were in a conversation.
Is here.
Yeah.
Not here.
Let's pause right there, Peggy. But when I say we need to have more former players to be involved in decision making. So at one point, I do condemn the Atlanta Falcons.
Yep.
But also I do say I commend them for saying, hey, let's go and get a former player in Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Matty Icing, though.
Because now, if you got a former player, you know certain things and you become an expert in this space because of the time spent in this specific said trade.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So I'm saying to myself, I'm like, man, there would never be a time where somebody, hold on, who trying to get that? What has he done? What have you done for me lately? Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, yeah. It would have been a, ooh, oh, hell no.
Oh, no.
No. What?
No.
One season? Then we got Kirk Cousins. Now listen, Kirk Cousins was beaming up.
Yeah, he looked like, all right, we doing right.
Talking about before, it was like, okay,
Then they started swerving in the excursion.
dang. Minnesota Kirk was straight. 180 straight though?
No.
That was a desperate move.
That was, yeah, you tripping.
And to follow it up to say in one month, you say, hey, we're giving the keys to Kirk Cousins. And the next month, you say, hey, we're drafting a first-round quarterback. What the hey, who?
You done gave the keys to your repo in the same month.
I'm shooting more than blanks at somebody. I'm turning into Billy Blanks. Tabo.
Golly.
What? Hell no.
You tripping, bro.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
What's that? Hold on. Let me see that piece of paper. What you got?
Then with a first round pick.
Michael Penix. Hey, man, we just spent a lot of money on a quarterback. What are we doing?
What are we
We need an offensive line, defense. And then man, if we go back and at that specific point in time, you start to say what you had Drake London, you had Kyle Pitts, and you still had Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
And you still had a quality safeties defense. And you go spend your money or your selection on quarterback. That ain't now one of them done panned out. So yes, that cost you your job.
Yeah.
Who signed off on this?
right here.
Because that right there, Peggy, is something that I expect Omari Garvin Collins
No, you ain't.
to make.
No, I ain't gonna make that. That's a damn count.
No,
Scam, dude, call right there.
Nah, like, listen, you put me in an executive position, bro. It's gonna be a lot of cigar smoke. I'm gonna have to think, hey, yeah, put it on my desk.
Paper's still sitting there.
I'm looking at it. I'm analyzing. Now, you say you want Michael Penix, huh? Let's play a game of either or. You either can get Michael Penix or you can get doggone Kirk Cousins. What you're not going to do,
Yeah, I ain't getting both.
you ain't getting both.
Not both.
Do you understand what I'm saying? These folks play the game of either or and say, hold on, let's squeeze in a both.
That ain't
And the reason why was the dumbest response because we was waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks. Let me get myself together.
Yeah, get
Because,
yourself
come on,
together.
I need to be on my tip. The reason why is because I believe Coach Raheem Morris says we don't expect to have an opportunity to go get a quarterback in the next said years. And where do we find ourselves the following year? Able to get a top tier quarterback.
I mean, man. Where'd you find this?
Oh my God. Get a load of this guy.
Get a load of this guy.
But that ain't the only blunder that has ever happened in free agency or teams But it's like, how do these people keep getting these jobs from not the coordinators, but from the head coaching jobs, from the general managers? It's like, bro, does anybody know what the hell they doing?
But let me ask you this, and this is my $1 million question. Do you think Kirk Cousins can pull another Houdini? Can he pull another rabbit out of his hat?
Kirk, my boy, I feel if you try to go play somewhere else, I will take that personal. Come on over here and sit down with me. Huh?
It's over with.
Yeah. It's over with, bro.
So when they let him go,
It's over with.
retire Kirk.
Why not?
Or he'll play backup somewhere.
Hit the jackpot. Why would you want to play?
Yeah.
It's like, did you see the career earnings that he had?
He's up there with Hall of Fame.
30 plus
million.
Goodness gracious. That's a lot of coin. That's a lot of scratch. Boy, you gotta have, what's the itching?
Eczema? I got eczema.
You got the worst type of eczema for all that scratch.
I got eczema.
You dig what I'm saying?
Gotta try.
Boy, you scratching to the blood show with that much scratch.
He got a lot of scratch.
If he can get another top tier deal, boy,
boy got fleas, boy.
I'm telling, but you got without the ring around your neck. You know the little cheap thing that you get at the PetSmart. Put it around the dog collar.
Your collar.
I bought that with one of my dogs that I had growing up. That damn dog was still scratching. I'm like, damn, I just bought you a flea.
Little scratchy over there. Look at little scratchy.
Little scratchy.
Little scratchy.
Here we go, man. Next clip.
Magic City on a Monday at the Atlanta Hawks game.
What's going on, y'all? This is Hood Monday, March 16th. That's a Magic City Monday. So you know what that means. The Hawks is teaming up with Magic City to bring you a special day. It's going to be a podcast hosted by DC Young Fly that's going to include Mr. Magic and T.I. And also T.I. will be performing at halftime. We got DJ Esco. He's going to be on the ones and twos. And you can also find all the Magic City wings. Yeah, the same wings that's in Magic. You can find them right at the concession stand. So I want everybody to come out for this special event, March 16th. And don't forget to stop by the Hawk shop to get your special Magic City, Atlanta Hawks hoodie.
So Magic City Monday is going down March 16th.
Hold on. Let's take a moment of silence for all the prayers that was answered. Now.
So I got to give you the background on this. Jamie Gertz, all right, is the primary driver behind this event. As the principal owner of the Atlanta Hawks, she championed the Magic City Monday collaboration, which is described as a very meaningful following her work as the executive producer of the docuseries Magic City and American Fantasy. So Cam, man, we got to just round of applause for them Hawks, man. We got to give them a round of applause for them Hawks. What?
Hold on.
What?
Don't clap too hard.
What's up?
Because there's a burning question that everybody got.
What's the question?
They talking about all the merch that they gonna sell.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
They talking about who performing.
That's cool.
T.I. You know, they talking about who DJing. DJ Esco. That's cool. They talking about podcasts. DC Young Fly, Mr. Magic.
Yeah.
Much respect to y'all. And they had the nerve and the audacity and the wherewithal to say, hey, we can have Magic City and not include the lemon pepper steppers.
A little sprinkle.
Clyde Drexlers.
Not the lemon pepper loose.
But they got one thing that everybody want to know.
That's what? What is it?
Will the dancers be there too?
Hey.
See, I mean, we need to know. That I need to let people know if I'm going to be busy that night.
Okay, on the 16th.
And they checking all the bags. Because do we need to bring our own? Because if we going to have the whole Magic experience,
you might well go Magic, baby.
This will be a halftime show for the age.
Come on, boy.
I'm asking for somebody because I don't know. That's the old man.
That's the question.
You know.
Well, the
They had
dancers
the dancers performing too.
Yeah.
Hide your kids, put them little jokers away. Mama and daddy going out tonight.
Come on now.
Specifically daddy. It's an all boys trip. The fellas night.
Yeah.
You got the ultimate doggone excuse.
And it's magical.
And it's a magical.
No Disney World.
I'm trying to tell. You talking about, hey man, it's the fellas tonight. Where y'all going?
To the game, you know.
Going to the house game. What y'all gonna eat?
Lemon pepper.
They got lemon pepper at the house that night. They did.
I thought you vegan. I changed up.
It changed me. I heard it's gonna be a magical night.
Real magical.
They bringing the stars out.
That's
But if they can find a way to get that going, maybe they should just rent out a suite. Woo! You rent out a suite and say, hey, this is for our top donor.
donor.
Boy, listen.
We can't take you to the court. But you can compete like a sport. Up there, right there.
Tell you, boy.
Come on. But you know one thing I thought about though? That after party after the game.
I don't know, but it's the
game though. The fact that you can bring that
so
to
fly. That's when you talk about marketing and
that's
understanding a city major dynamic with like Atlanta and what Atlanta embodies as a whole. It's the culture. It's the heartbeat of the culture.
But people see and explain that, because when you add Magic City to this list, you might see the varsity, you might see this thing or this, even like the Olympics and all these things when you think about Atlanta. But when you hear Magic in Magic City, outsiders really wouldn't understand. The people that don't live here, that are from here, really might not understand. They might think it's a negative thing because they think of obviously exotic dancers. In some people's eyes, that might be a bad thing. But here in Atlanta, and as you say, Wakanda, it's celebrated.
Bro. It's expected. I don't care if you're a politician. I don't care if you're a member of the media. I don't care if you are a representative, state representative, government representative. It don't matter. You could be the president of the United States of America. If you find your way to Atlanta, Georgia, it's a must stop. And I ain't talking about an Elon Musk, but it's a must stop at Magic.
Yeah.
And you may say, this Magic, but it ain't the outside that's captivating. It's the inside.
What they say, it ain't about outside, it's in the internal.
I'm trying to tell you, that's so mesmerizing to the eyes, looking down to the upwards of somebody's thighs. Here we go. Third down. Fan question of the week. Let's see what we got.
Takeem Seals says, who was the toughest defensive player you played against?
Luke August Kuechly.
Played against? Was you talking about practice?
I went against him in practice. Like my 2015 year, I might as well owe that to Charles Johnson, Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, Josh Norman.
Oh, yeah.
So many players on that defense just made me better. We practiced different. Like it was just, oh my goodness. And I'm drawing a blank, but man, those guys, bro, we got the best out of each other more normal than we have in years. It just was like, bro, we competed almost so, like there was times where we almost came to blows. But the thing that I wanted people to understand about that was as soon as we got into the locker room, everything was cool. Everything was cool.
You left it all on the field.
But on the practice field, we gonna practice like champions.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. Next clip.
Stokes Brett said, do you think the NFL coaches are still looking for a big body type dual threat QB like you and Allen?
Yes. Football game has changed for the better. There's not a quarterback that is in competency to play at this level that is not athletic.
Yeah.
Even when you look at Fernando Mendoza, he can move. He showed you that in the national championship.
Yeah.
When you look at Ty Simpson, he can move. Diego Pavia, Carson Beck, he had the most iconic touchdown, when he ran it in.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
They're not big body, but I mean the first two.
Yeah, but they're athletic.
Athletic, yeah, for sure.
Body build is now contingent on the actual athlete. But it's the athleticism at the quarterback position that the game is not going back to a more conventional pro style. Now the conventional quarterback has to have the ability to be mobile to some degree.
Do you see, and this is so forecasting, you really can't, but do you think it will ever go back to this pocket passer
You
type
never know.
mentality? Yeah.
You never know. When you look at guys like Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford and his greatness, there's not quarterbacks that are in college that plays the game like that no more.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
And the NFL only can receive what
They're now minorities. When you look at the Peyton Manning, like the Tom Brady, like the Drew Brees, like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That game's changed. Here we go, 4th down. Newton's ball. Peggy, what do we have here?
The one thing that people are enamored with after each and every combine is the 40-yard dash. But Cam, from the player's perspective, is the 40-yard dash the main event or even the driving motive of the combine?
Every year we go to this combine and we go and watch The Matrix. What's the most talked about things that come out of the combine? Who ran the fastest?
The 40.
Who ran that 40 the fastest? And Allen Rose broke this record. He broke that record. And then what we do, we all start talking about, oh my God, this is the next Tyreek Hill, man. He runs like Tyreek Hill. Right. And every year, the fastest guy get drafted to some team, and every team thinks they just got Tyreek Hill.
That's right.
They're so excited. And it never turns out to be Tyreek Hill.
That's right.
It never turns out. Think about the last 10 years.
That's right.
The fastest guy came out of the combine.
Where are they now?
Where are they now? You could do a story on.
That's right.
Now, hold on. Because people must understand Tyreek Hill in the combine, where's that footage? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Tyreek Hill was a running back converted to a receiver. Tyreek Hill was not even a person or an individual that was on a day one selection promise. Tyreek Hill was a person that maximized his opportunity on special teams first. So now when you have guys like, you know, that runs low 4.3s, 4.2s now, it gets so magnified and people lose sight of this. And I want everybody to understand, if you're asking a quarterback, who would you rather have? A fast guy or a quick guy?
Mm-hmm.
Every quarterback that I've ever asked that question to would choose quick over fast every single day. Now, quick comes down to the 3-cone drill. How are you able to get in and out of your breaks? Fast comes down to the 40-yard dash. Explosiveness comes from either the long jump or the vertical jump. But at the same time, it's still the choreography to include and infuse all that together to get your athleticism.
Yeah.
There's been receivers and DBs that I've played with that was just blazing fast. But let's look at it.
Talk to me.
In a given football game, an offense may have anywhere from 50 to 60 plays. Out of those 50 to 60 plays, you may have 3 of those plays to be shot plays. Shot being big post, deep post, 9 route, this route, whatever. You'll never be able to see it. Even at the combine, they show quarterbacks power. How fast can they throw a football? How far can they throw a football?
That's not how you play the game.
Though we're governing or we're trying to analyze certain athletes to something that you just need the film to see if they're capable or competent. There's guys that may perform well on paper with certain drills, 40, 3-cone drill, the shuttle drill. They may have great teach tape with, the dummy drill and being physical at this. But the combine is just a media spectacle for the NFL to make money. Why? Because everything that the fan or the viewer sees on combine is meaningless to head coaches and executives.
Why
What
is this
really matters at the combine is for the general managers, the owners, and the head coaches to really talk to the kids or the young men and ask them certain questions. That's not televised. They analyze certain players' body in a way to say, oh, his knee is he gonna have to get surgery wherever he go. His ankle, I mean, he already had ankle surgery twice. His shoulder really ain't. They don't publicize that. They publicize the bench press. There ain't a movement in the actual game of football that dictates to say, hey, Aaron Donald versus Trent Williams, or if that matchup is any type of matchup, and you say, oh, the reason why he's so strong is because he did 225 40 times.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about that.
That's for the oohs and ahs.
That's for the oohs and the ahs and the views.
Yeah.
But when they get down to the nitty gritty, we need to talk about that film that you put on, because the eye in the sky most definitely will not lie, because it's already in.
Yeah.
The thing that I will give you in closing as far as the combine, there's only situations where people can get picked higher at the combine. You can never get picked lower. What do I mean? Let's take Fernando Mendoza, for example.
Okay.
He's the penciled in #1 pick. Rightfully so. Las Vegas Raiders need a quarterback. They're gonna draft him there if they don't already trade the pick. If he would have performed and flopped, you still take him because of the film that you've seen. National champion, Heisman Trophy, All-American, just a competent quarterback that any franchise could benefit off of. Now, why you can't lose is you will still need somebody to have performed at the combine at a rate or a level that can create some type of buzz, a Ty, a Carson, that to say is, oh, I don't know now. Maybe he may be, but that's just one day. So then I'll say, would you take an unbelievable combine performance over a person who has shown you 3 years of promise in his tape?
Yeah, I'm gonna take those 3 years.
You dig what I'm saying? So there's nothing that he can do on a controlled environment that will make an organization change their mind of picking them. What will change that we don't see is how do they
Talking about the interviews? How
yes.
they do?
How do they do in interviews? You can ask a personal question about a person mama. Bless you. You can ask a personal question about a person mama. You can ask a personal question about a person's upbringing, their dad, their brother, their baby mama, their girlfriend.
Oh, they deep.
Oh,
Period.
bro, it's no questions off limits.
Yeah.
But you can't publicize that because they know where they need or what they're trying to find out, they want to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We want to see what you do on the IQ test. We want to see at certain things that we're asking you to do. That combine experience for me was so mentally strenuous.
Yeah, take us through.
It's like you got certain exams that first come, first serve. So you get out of the team meetings or team interviews as late as 10, 11 p.m. at night. Because you can have organized meetings or you may get pulled in a meeting if a team were to ask to talk to you.
Okay.
So if I'm a pick and I see the Seattle Seahawks and they were on my schedule, but they say, hey, man, you got some time? Hey, let's talk real quick. What you gonna say? Nah, y'all didn't book me. Hell no, you gonna talk. You gonna make yourself readily available to talk to the offensive
matter
coordinator,
where they are in the draft.
defensive coordinator, the general manager, the lead scout, one of the scouts. Like you're going to conversate when you have opportunities too. So with that being said, what we see as a viewer of the combine is meaningless. Nobody is going to get selected higher than what they're already going to get selected. It's already in. What they're trying to find out is, hey, the things that the public don't see, it ain't a 40, If a person was supposed to run a 4.2 and he ran a 4.6, it's all right. But he play fast. He quick as hell. Boy, you give him a drag and he can turn it up and strike up the bed.
Yeah.
But then you have another guy who was supposed to run a 4.2, runs a 4.2, but man, he only got 18 catches for 300 yards. Know about that. It's already in. So we definitely put so much into the combine, especially the 40, when it really doesn't matter to the real decision makers.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And from the fan, that's what people should know. Now, if you really want to get to the nitty gritty, start putting some cameras in some of them interview rooms. You think doggone Real Housewives of Atlanta or Love Island would do something. Them views will go crazy.
Yeah, they take little clips, little snippets, but they don't say the real stuff.
Hell no, because they know those questions that they're asking can be intrusive.
Yeah. But it's a big investment you're making.
Because they want to see how you will respond to it.
Yeah.
They want to see how we can make you uncomfortable. They already know the answer to the test. Hey, Peggy. Hey, man, when you was at North Carolina Central, man, we looking at the records and, you stole some bag of chips. Tell us about that. Are you going to take accountability or are you going to blame somebody? You can go into a team interview and it could be 4 people in there. You can go in a team interview and it could be 2 people. Those 2 people is the general manager and the head coach. You can go into a team interview and it could be 20 people.
Have you ever had like a big interview?
For sure.
Have you ever interviewed with people you like, y'all not even going to take me?
But you can't say that because that was the knock on Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
It was rumored that Shedeur said, man, I don't even want to talk to y'all. I'm not even going to be there.
Yeah.
Why am I talking to y'all? Little did he know.
You know, rounds and rounds later.
Hello. So you talk to everybody because this is the kicker, Peggy. You don't know if that coach, coordinator, scout will get an upgrade or get promoted to something else and they will remember that interaction. So, man, this is the biggest job interview of my whole entire life. You got to stay on your P's and Q's. You can't walk around there sagging. You can't walk around there acting like using the N-word and talking crazy like you're on 4th and 1. Huh?
We gonna get the job done over here.
You gotta talk. Yes, sir. No, sir. Absolutely not. That doesn't even sound like me.
That's absurd.
Absurd. Catastrophic behavior. No. Me?
Not I.
In a speculation? In a rumor? No. That's beneath me. If you decide to take me as your selection, I promise, I really do promise, to be the model citizen.
Yes. Pristine.
Of course. And then your friends and your partners say, man, he don't act like that. He don't talk like that.
That ain't him.
But you must understand the most important reason why you are invited to the combine is to get a job. And you always will put the best version of yourself on display to get that job. Is that it, Peggy?
That's it, boo.
Is that it, Peggy?
That's it, boo.
We're gonna add a finger then. Gonna add a finger.
Okay.
Why you gotta go add a pinky then? Gonna add a pinky. Why you ever can't get the thumb? All together, one love. You dig?
And that's a wrap.